It is a new, bright and sunny day here in Istanbul, and we have a exciting day planned with several ruins throughout the city, including the Theodosian walls, some really cool and unique architecture in some neighborhoods, an aqueduct, and several other odd things around the city. Should be fun, should be cool. I'm looking forward to it. Probably get some more kebab tonight. It's actually legitimately sunny today and clear, which is nice. I've been wanting to see Istanbul on a sunny day since I got here, but it's been cloudy and rainy and the weather really hasn't been great, but now looks like it's going to be nice. Another thing that we're going to try to do today is to go to the Asian side via ferry around sunset and eat over there. So I think it will be cool to see the Asian side of Istanbul. I hear it is pretty distinct from the European side culturally. Should be fun.
Something like that. Tram station.
Okay.
So, Magic player, something like that.
Cool.
This one is we need the morning coins. Magic player. Is that the main character? We want to cross the street.
Check out all these ruins at the AJJ Archaeological Park here in Istanbul. That's close to the column of Macmillan So there were some pretty large buildings here at one point. Those are some pretty serious columns.
Mm-hmm. They're really big.
They have several artifacts just setting out here on the sidewalks beside the archaeological park. I think that's a fire truck. There it is, the column number 10. It looks like it has some bands around it to help hold it together. It might just be a safety measure to make sure none of the column sections come down. It looks like it's more badly damaged than the column of the Goths that we saw yesterday.
Okay.
About the same height, I would say, as the column of the Goths.
I don't know. I want to say the column of the Goths is probably bigger.
It may be.
Going across.
Crossing the street here in Turkey can be quite the escapade. It can be a little bit dangerous. You have to watch for cars and then run. There it is. Pretty cool. The column of Marsan. The Emperor Marcinius. It's about 100 years newer than the column of the Goths. So that was pretty cool. Now we're going to go see something that I think will be even cooler, a 4th century Roman aqueduct called the Aqueduct of Valens. It looked in the photos on Google and really be in very good condition. So I think it'll be pretty cool. This is it, the Aqueduct of Valens.
Very nice.
Must walk across the top of it.
Hey, we may be able to. Oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it.
No.
I think maybe if we go down this side, oh no, this side would be relax.
Yeah.
That way.
Okay, thank you. Is it this way? I don't see a sidewalk on this side.
I think he said that was the way.
Oh,
Or
I
something.
thought he said that was the way.
Erken mi bıraktık acaba? Biraz başladı.
Alright.
So cool.
It is. It's been there for so long. It's pretty crazy just how widespread the Roman Empire was and how far they spread their technology. I mean, they built stuff like this in Britain.
Yeah, like thank you for
What?
projects with so much money and time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just widespread.
This thing is crazy. It's so huge. It's just insane how the Romans built these impressive structures over such a wide span of land. They built this way out here in Turkey, which is many hundreds of miles away from Rome. Of course, this became the new capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, but whenever it was first constructed, it was not. It was a fairly new city at the time, Constantinople.
Sure.
There's a Shell station.
Oh yeah.
V Power. How tall would you say that thing is? Like 45 feet?
Oh no, you sit there. I'll like go up to it.
Okay. I would say it's about 8 Larry's tall. You're
Larry's
about,
tall.
yeah, let's say you're 6 foot, then 8 times 6. 48.
That's pretty tall.
Yeah.
It continues that way.
Okay.
I guess you can go.
If I was afraid of getting in trouble with the police, I'd go do it. Probably.
That's fun. Strong.
Yeah.
When that wind picks up in the sun, it's pretty chilly.
Yeah.
I'm unsure if that can be this way.
It looks like we might be able to do on the other side. Free range chickens. There's a road through the aqueduct.
You know where it was? Go that way. There's a place to cross.
Okay. we're going to go and see if we can see more of the aqueduct out this way a little ways. It doesn't look like there's a good way to cross the road, but there it is, the rest of the aqueduct.
So cool.
Yeah, it is.
Very busy. That black down there.
I don't know. I would guess probably something about the park, maybe something about the aqueduct.
That's what I hope for.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
This way. Look at the skyscraper back there.
Yeah.
Great.
The Roman aqueduct with the modern high-rises in the back.
That's just cool.
There's stairs up there.
Maybe there's an entrance.
There could be. There could be.
No more right here, you know? But
Yeah.
if I had to guess, during some time in the past, people probably built houses in these because, you know, your roof is solid. You know?
Yeah, yeah, that roof is not going anywhere.
Yardım sınavdan çiz. Evet. 4-5 satırda kalacağız. Sonra bakacağız. Bana bakmak istedin mi? Ama böyle güzelse bana da çok da geliyor. En azından güzel bir açık orada kalacağız.
Yep. I don't think we can go any farther.
Yeah. It's hard to just like
Looks like this is as far as we can go on the aqueduct. There's a fence. We can't really go any farther. Cool structure. Definitely make sure you check this out if you're in Istanbul at any point. The crows here look different from the crows in the US. They have gray patches on their coats. The crows that are back in the US are completely black. I've never seen crows that have gray patches on their coat. Kind of interesting. We're now going to the Balat neighborhood here in Istanbul. It has a lot of history, a lot of different things from the Greek, the Byzantine, and now the Turkish eras of the city. It also has some different remnants from the Armenian culture that's been here through the years. it now supposed to have some really nice cafes and some really nice galleries. So maybe grab a coffee in Balat. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing Balat. Should be pretty cool. Particularly the architecture should be really nice. It's getting warm.
Kapının oradan aşağı derken.
I'm not sure what that dude's doing.
Oh, wow.
This jacket, there's a fine line between being warm and sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like there's no airflow at all.
Yeah, that's the joy of having synthetic material. Either way. Well.
Ben buradan gireyim. Tam eş zamanlı bir şey var. Tamam. Babam da geliyordu herhalde.
Şey herhalde o.
Bak şurada deli kadın.
Is this the Balat neighborhood?
On the street, I think, with the vines on it.
Yeah.
Popular.
Şimdi rahat kalsın. Ya emin fayda kalmış mı?
Person's getting their photo taken.
Yeah. This is a really interesting looking neighborhood that we walked through. It reminds me of some photos that I saw of San Francisco. You can see Istanbul as the city center that way. On this steep street with colorful houses.
Sarà una giornata impegnativa.
Erano clienti? Sì.
Chiamiamo i vici.
Yeah.
La spingiamo noi.
Se ci impegniamo la togliamo. Comunque l'applicazione io ho cancellato le persone con una foto di una tastiera. Dove mettere? Ma l'avevo postata, adesso
That better.
That direction is pretty cool.
But yeah, you're right. That does remind me of San Francisco.
Yeah.
Dai, una foto con local, Monica. Una foto con local, Monica, sta che lo sa che tu devi
Photos sometimes taking it sort of interesting.
Same.
Fancy.
Here's Bill. Hello. Where we at? We are in Istanbul.
It doesn't rotate.
Yeah, it's got that horizon leveling thing on that I told you about.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. This is pretty cool. Want to check out? Maybe get some breakfast or coffee?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right. Yes, sir. Extend it.
I don't have any more.
It's more of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which just seems cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then you got this. Look how much this is lean. You notice that?
Yeah. I'm surprised no one's fixed that building up. I'm sure that it would be some fairly expensive real estate.
Whatever. It might be. I think so. Like that. That'll be part of like the state. Like, I don't know. Sometimes the local government owns it.
Mm-hmm.
They do have plans. Nothing ever happens. Look at these chinos. They're like peanut flavored.
Interesting.
The lights are off, so I don't know if this place is open. But
Yeah, it seems to be open. There's someone behind the desk.
that'd be an interesting flavor too.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. I don't know. Is that some sort of like religious one up there?
I'm not sure. It's in Turkish.
Kind of cool with the rock wall and the
Mm-hmm.
those houses.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is though. may be wrong. Dang, bro. That is a fancy high school. Yeah, it looks like we can just take this road back down to get that one street where it looks like there's a few cafes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Almost some sort of like
It looks like it. I'm sure there are at least some big banks here with it being such a large city.
probably. That's a spot.
Yeah.
I think this yellow one might be my new favorite. I love
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love the curving out with kind of like bay windows. And I
Mhm.
love yellow. If only above the windows it needs some ornamentation and maybe some like terraces.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like people tie things on there.
Yeah.
What is that? It's salty. Cool dude.
Yeah. It's old.
In the windows. Maybe a school. Golden Dome.
Yeah. I think that's church.
Yeah. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Just gonna Mr. Bean it. Back to you. Gonna. I think this is you. I'm gonna go this way then.
Okay. Pretty good.
New York City, somebody fucking handle that like a.
Oh, I'm sure that there's people there that would.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Did I record that?
Yeah.
Happy New Year. There you go. It's got pearls.
Yeah.
Too impressive. You can afford it.
Sure.
Aquí es que usted está aquí. Aquí es. Aquí es.
You got this.
Yeah.
Is it just me or is it kind of?
Yeah, a little bit.
Siamo un monolocale oppure
So that you can videotape better.
Okay.
Aşağı bak ne yapıyorsun?
Burger Moon. Good morning, chairs. That was some good coffee, and now it is on to the Theodosian walls.
Only use the sugar cubes at the packet.
Yeah. This is a cool Orthodox church that's along our route to the walls. It has a golden dome. It's from the 1800s. It's quite cool. It's Greek Orthodox, right?
Yes. It says Orthodox. I don't know if it's Greek Orthodox.
Probably Greek Orthodox. We're so close to Greece. It's from 1898.
Oh.
Such detail.
Where they like stayed like the road out there in the picture. It was like that's where the river was. River.
So that was actually a Bulgarian Orthodox church, which was quite interesting. That was the first Bulgarian Orthodox church I've ever been in. I was expecting it to be Greek Orthodox, since most other churches here are Greek Orthodox. It is quite beautiful on the inside. I got some videos on my phone that I will cut in here. Now onward to the Theodosian walls. I'm really excited to see them. They were really the last great fortification of antiquity that lasted from the 4th. They were built in the 4th and 5th century AD, and they lasted until they fell during the Ottoman invasion in the 1400s. So, a really huge part of history for this area. Is that a old gravesite or an old church?
It looks like it. It's crossbow.
Yeah. So we stumbled across this. It looks like either an old gravesite or an old church because there's crosses on the door there. I'm not sure how old it is. Maybe, I would assume probably it's Byzantine, since it has crosses on it.
Yeah, I keep hearing.
So apparently it's a monastery. There they are, the Theodosian walls. I like the red patterning, the brick patterning. They used to be considered impregnable. Well, the cannon came along and defeated them. In 1453, they were breached by the Ottoman invasion by the Sultan Mehmed, that sign said. What's your phone at? Or battery percentage? 20. Mine's a 65 if you want me to time to navigate.
Alright. This is giving me that battery bank, maybe 20%.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we just go down here and make a left in a little bit of ways.
Yeah. It looks like modern brick has been laid right there. Right there.
What's that?
Right there. That looks more modern.
Yeah, it definitely does. You got this. I have my plug-in, so plugged it in at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be that low.
Yeah.
Machine navigation does pretty good.
Yeah. The walls just baked right into the middle of the modern day city here in Istanbul. See right there's a watchtower. There's a old archery slot in the corner of the wall with a Turkish flag on it. We're going inside a park to see some more of the Theodosian Wall. So that would be where the sentries used to keep a lookout for potential invasions of the city. They say that the walls were nearly impenetrable when it remained directly back in the day. But the cannon was really a game changer in warfare in that it could just keep pummeling walls until they were just mush if they wasn't reinforced with a soil backing. You can really get a sense of scale here, how intimidating the walls would have been back in the day for an approaching army.
Wow. It's incredible. Could you film me?
Yeah.
We're at the Theodosian Wall. Walls meant to protect the Golden Horn. Across these walls, which stretches from one end of the peninsula to the other, has been the kingdom has been the home to multiple kingdoms. The Romans, the Byzantines, the Ottomans, now the Turks.
These walls are so cool. Check out this tower behind me. It looks like there may have been a permanent room inside that, maybe a command post of some type. It looks more substantial than the other guard towers on the walls I've seen. It looks like there's pillars coming out for some reason, maybe to mount some type of tactical equipment. Probably a command base. Very cool either way. Say hi, kitty. Time to jump the waterway.
Where we part ways, kitty?
There's a really great view of the walls up here. Such a great contrast with the modern city as the background. So we are near the northwestern side of where the walls were. We're in the northwestern side of the Golden Horn, where Istanbul is traditionally located. Most of the walls were torn down in the 19th century to make room for the city to grow beyond its medieval borders. But there are so many that there's still, a substantial amount that's standing, such as these. Most of the walls were built in the 5th century, and this is the 21st century, so that makes them approximately right around 1500 years old. It took a lot of work and a lot of effort to make these walls. They're quite impressive. There's a road through the walls. One way, with a lot of traffic. So the cars are competing to see who gets through. Also with pedestrians.
How are you today? How are you? The fine things from there. Excellent. You are from there.
This is the gate of Igerskifi, something like that. I know my pronunciation is probably horrible, but it's one of the original gates to the city of Constantinople. It's through the walls. Pretty cool. One of the really interesting things about the Theodosian walls is the different types of architecture and different patterns that I've seen along them. It makes me wonder why exactly each section is designed and built the way it is. It's just pretty cool to see the different layers, different patterns, different design styles along the different sections of wall. We are in Tekfur Palace at the top of the Theodosian walls in Istanbul. There's some cool arches and some great sights up here. You can see the different patterns, different brick styles, different architectural features of the walls. There's an old map of the city, its walls and the harbor. You can see some architectural ruins beneath the glass that we're walking on, which is pretty cool. There's some old marble Roman Byzantine ruins scattered down there.
I guess they just had them like lying around.
I guess so.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I believe it's my referencing the boat.
Mm-hmm. So the chain that was mentioned on the Fall of Civilizations podcast, was that along the river?
Probably. If I had to guess, that's the one it was referring to. It's been a while since I listened to it, so it's kind of new to.
Более-менее прилично. То мы в прошлый раз...
There's a water drain. Oh no, that's a shame. There's a walkway that we were hoping to be able to walk on the walls, but it's blocked off, which is unfortunate. There's some pretty great views up here. Giant Turkish flag, backdrop of Constantinople. Okay. A Byzantine ruler.
Yep.
Cool.
Palace, Fortress, Germanicus. Where Palace of the Sovereign, the late 13th century Byzantine palace in the northwestern part of the old city of Constantinople. An annex of the greater palace complex by Blackernay is the best preserved of the three Byzantine palaces to survive in the city, together with the ruins of the Leon Palace and the ruins of the Great Palace of Constantinople, with its rival substructures.
This is the best preserved palace of the old Byzantine part of Constantinople. It was home to Byzantine rulers in the 13th century. It's in the northwestern part of the city, and for its age, it's in very good condition. Particularly that building right there. It was probably reconstructed to some extent, but still, it's impressive that it's in such good condition after all these years.
Look right here, he's got a round piece of marble wood.
This piece has some cool patterns.
Yeah, I love the weave. I guess it's a vine.
Yeah. That's the top of the old Roman column. So is that
Byzantine.
Byzantine is kind of Roman. It's the Eastern Roman Empire. This is the inside of the palace of Perphronitis. It's really quite beautiful in here. A lot of really cool architectural patternings. They have some really cool marble beams holding up the building. They have a reconstruction of the city. There's a surprisingly amount of different kind of brick here in the inside of the palace of Perphronitis. There's this white type, there's this splatter type, there's more of long stones held together with concrete. This palace is known locally in Turkey as Tükfur Palace. It was also used by the ruling family of the Ottoman Empire from the 1400s to the 1900s, as well as being used by the ruling family of the Byzantine Empire from the 1250s to the fall of Constantinople in the mid-1400s.
Some like teacups, pipes, hookah.
Nice. Wonder how old that hookah is. What's it say?
Doesn't give a date.
No.
Size of this pipe. That dome though, dude. What's that? That's not a pipe. That's a face.
Yeah.
You see the view out there?
Yeah, it's a beautiful view. Great view. We're now going up to the observation deck. Check out the view up here. Amazing. The architecture here is just so much different than it is in the United States.
Und so hat er sie überguckt und flogen die gerne und wie die Hand so, über so, Hanna ist der Typ.
Yeah, this is probably the best view of Istanbul I've seen yet.
Out through there. Tower.
Yep. That giant tower.
Yeah, there.
Ich glaube auch eine Seite von mir war, dass ich den
Good. And then you can see the rest of the walls
Yeah.
that way.
Oh wow. Cool. The walls just keep going that direction for quite a long way.
Yeah. Thank you for the suggestion. Use the binoculars.
Alright, time to go see what's on the top floor of the palace. The terrace was super cool. Let's see if the third floor can beat it. This looks pretty cool. It's like an old mosaic of sorts. There's some great views out the windows up here. Pottery. And there's the roof. Old mural of what appears to be the palace.
I think that's Mecca.
Mecca, oh yeah. Another mural of Mecca.
Oh man, the glass got broke.
Oh wow. Wonder how that happened.
So it made for
Maybe. It's pretty high though. Yeah. We're in a pretty cool looking room. It appears to be in one of the towers in the palace. Some old archery slots. Check out the masonry work on the roof. Looks really neat. Going down this That's interesting. Is that an old Roman artifact? Has Greek on it. Yeah. We went down this staircase, and now we're in this room that faces his Theodosian walls. Looks like an old Greek artifact. And that is it of the inside of the Tawfiq Palace. Definitely did not disappoint. It's pretty cool to see. It surpassed my expectations. There's a random feral dog on the street corner, which is pretty common in Turkey. We are continuing down the road. Yep, we're just strolling. Maybe go to the Spice Market at some point. Take a ferry across the strait to the Asian side of Istanbul. Check it out tonight. Hopefully around sunset. Maybe grab some food over there. I've heard that the culture on the Asian side of Istanbul is quite distinct from the European side, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it differs and getting a feel for it. Hopefully grabbing some good food over there. And that is the end of this section of the Theodosian walls, unfortunately. There's a big road through them. It looks like they continue on the other side of the street. So I guess we'll try to find a way to cross the street and continue walking on them.
I mean, reading that there was the main wall and then a secondary wall or something like that. And then you also had a rope.
Oh, cool. So is that the Ode Moult right there? No.
Well, no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's the remains of the moat.
Yeah.
So we made it to the continuation of the walls. Just walked through one of the old gates of it. Yeah. Here's an old gate spot in the walls. Has a giant arch near the top. Looks different than the other gates I saw. It looks higher, taller. I'm not really sure why that is. It's interesting. I'm definitely going to do more research into the architecture of the Theodosian walls, because some of the design choices they made for different parts of the walls interest me. We're now walking to the Egyptian Grand Bazaar, farther south and east in the city. I'm looking forward to seeing what spices and Egyptian things they have there. I've never been to Egypt, so I don't really know what to expect. We shall see what happens. This is the Egyptian Bazaar, otherwise known as the Spice Market.
Spice here.
This place definitely smells really good. I would really recommend checking it out if you can. I think I like it better even than the Grand Bazaar.
Smells good.
Yeah. So there's a beverage that's traditionally drunk in the hotter months of the year here in Turkey called salep, that's made out of orchid root powder. And I have found that I really like it. They generally serve it with cinnamon on top, and it's really good, and it really keeps you warm during the cold weather. They usually serve it on a saucer with a mug like this. I quite like it and would encourage anyone traveling to Turkey or the Middle East to try it. It's really a unique beverage, and it tastes kind of sweet, very warm, very satisfying. I'm definitely a fan. Alright, so we are getting on the ferry to go over to the Asian side of Istanbul to a district called Kadıköy. We are going to go to a market over there, check out the Asian side of Istanbul culture and feel, and also grab some kebab over there. Super excited. And these ceilings are way too short for me. We are going on a boat to Asia from Europe. It's my first time going to a different continent on a boat. I'm super excited. This is also going to be my first time being in Western Asia. Alright, we are in Western Asia. We just got off the boat. Now time to hit up the bazaar on the Asian side of Istanbul.